Jay got the chance to see the film. Just overall thoughts versus Alabama State. Obviously, they had a bit of a run in the first half. Just what do you think was the key to slowing them down and getting back in the game?
I mean, just guarding, honestly. I feel like we kind of fell away from what made us get the lead in the first place, and that's playing defense and getting no boards and getting deep boards. So I feel like we just wasn't guarding how we was beginning of the game. We ended up correcting that and winning the game.
You had the privilege of playing against one of the best big men really in the game in Kaufman. Just what's going to have to be the key to trying to slow him down?
We're going to impact his screen, so it'll make it hard for them to hit the roll, man. Also going to have to tag a lot because the screens, they set screens to get him to roll and throw a lob. So outside man's going to tag real hard in order to keep him off out the air. But he's a real good big, a real good defender, especially anything that go in the paint. So we're going to keep that noted when we're playing against him.
Cheney, Bruce talked about playing without foul. You guys are aggressive defense, and you got in foul trouble at times. Has he talked to you guys about what the strategy is to guard this team without foul?
The only thing you can do to stop fouling is not foul. I mean, sometimes you got to give up a layup sometimes to not to get a dumb one. Sometimes you can't be overly aggressive. Especially you just got to know how the refs calling. Sometimes the refs to let some things slide, sometimes they won't. So just got to know the flow of the game and being able to adapt to that.
You and Tahad have been the key to Auburn's depth here. In this last game, you guys had a combined 29 points. You talk about being aggressive and finding your shot. It seems like some games 3 shots, some games 2 shots. What's the happy medium?
Honestly, Ha's a bucket, in my opinion. He's freshman of the year. He was all freshman team. I think he should have been for sure SEC freshman of the year, but he's a bucket. But from my standpoint, honestly, it's just like, whenever I get the ball, I gotta look to score because I'm a pass first type of guy. So just look to score just a little bit more, and maybe my scoring will open up the pass opportunity instead of me trying to force a pass when it's not there.
You guys obviously
just seeing so many different dimensions kind of helped us out, just moving forward, and especially towards conference play, just seeing different offenses, seeing different weapons that we got to try to neutralize, and I feel like just having that schedule has really helped us a lot. So
now that you guys have kind of looked back on yesterday's game, what was one thing that really stuck out to you that you guys are like, we can't be doing that again?
Just effort, man. We gotta play like our lives depending on it. We gotta play like every possession matters, and you gotta have a realization that any game in the next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks can be our last game. So.
Yeah, and for you especially being
exactly.
on this team,
yeah.
How much do you want this? How much fight do you have left?
Man, I can't explain how much I want. At this point, it's just all about just executing. Honestly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As one of the leaders, one of the veterans on this team, what's your message to your teammates and guys in this locker room ahead of tomorrow's game?
Man, we just gotta just do what we do. Play Auburn basketball. Just go back to being the best team in the country, playing our best basketball, and that's just sacrificing ourselves on the defensive end. I feel like we lost a little bit of that, and that's our identity is our defense and our strength in numbers. So once we go back to that, I feel like we'll be totally fine.
Do you expect to?
We're gonna play a really good team. So we just got to have a better sense of urgency. We have to be on our toes more and act like this game means a little bit more than we acted like yesterday.
How do you make sure that you guys do that heading into this game against Creighton?
We had a couple of players meetings, and everybody's bought in. I think we're going to be ready to go tomorrow, though.
And I know you were just talking about Ryan. I just didn't get the full bite, but what have you seen from him as the other big on Creighton?
He's a really good big. He's very skilled. He's very talented. Obviously, his accolade, he's All-American, Defense Player of the Year. So we know what he does on the inside. It's going to be a good challenge, but I think me and my teammates are up for it.
Is anybody in the SEC that kind of reminds you of Auburn, or just kind of style he plays, he's a big man inside?
I wouldn't compare him to nobody else in the SEC. He's kind of his own player. Obviously he's All-American, so it kind of speaks for itself. So I wouldn't compare him to nobody else.
How important is going to be the battle on the boards tomorrow?
It's going to be important. The more physical teams going to win. Most times when you bring the rebound battle, you win the game. So going into the game, we're looking to be ultra aggressive and try to dummy the glass.
Your ability to draw fouls, how have you really kind of worked on that this season? Knowing that they're going to double team you, to really, it's like if you can't get a shot off, to know that you can get to the foul.
I just go out there and play basketball. If they give me a whistle, they give me a whistle. You know, if they don't, kind of try to play through it or make a play without it. So.
I know you touched on it earlier, but just overall, looking at them on film, what kind of challenge does Creighton present for you guys?
You know, they run in transition. They're really fast. They're a really fast team. Kind of remind you of Alabama a little bit the way they get it and go. They have a couple of dynamic guards who can get it and push it, and they have shooters around them, and also they have court burners. So, yeah.
What's Bruce telling you before this game? What's his message?
To the team. You know, let's get back to play how we used to play. Let's get back to play Auburn basketball, and let's just guard. You know, we could be one of the best defensive teams in the country. Let's execute our offense, things like that. So.
Do you think Bama's their closest comp to what you see this year?
I mean, I wouldn't compare them to nobody. You know, I just said their transition game is kind of like Bama because they both like a guy to run a lot. So that's why I would compare their transition game.
Multiple guys in here said you guys sort of lost the defensive edge a little bit yesterday. How do you get that back?
Just by, you know, stepping up to the challenge and wanting to guard, finding it fun to not let the offense score, things like that.
Can you walk me through a typical game day before the game?
For Auburn,
When you wake up,
when I wake up,
what you do?
I'll probably wake up. We got breakfast. We'll go to breakfast. Then we'll watch film. Go back to the room, relax a little bit. I'll do some stuff for my mental. You know, kind of get some visuals and stuff like that. I'll probably say a prayer, and then we'll probably head out for the game. Come to the bus, go to Tiger Walk. Get to the game, and then, you know, lace up and get ready to go.
Telling us that you had a team talk yesterday, and can you share a little bit of that message and how much do you think it motivated everybody?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much it motivated anybody. We'll see tomorrow, but for me, it's just important to not want our season to end. At the end of the day, we have to do the things that are uncomfortable, be in a stance, you know, beat everybody to 50-50 balls out on the floor. We have to play the ugly game, you know. But for me, it just means just buying in and not wanting our season to end. This morning, I kind of told everybody, like, if we lose tomorrow, it's the last time we play, we all see each other, you know, and that's what we're playing for. Obviously, we're competing for a national championship, but we're competing for more time with each other. And, you know, yesterday's effort is not going to get it done. And so for me, that's what it all was. It's about buying in, locking in.
I feel at one point in your career you probably faced a Big East team, but what type of competitive play does that conference have?
Yeah, you know, them Northeast guys, you know, they don't play. They don't take plays off. They're just tough. You know, we played UConn before they went to the back-to-back national championships in 2021, and they just have a different kind of level of, you know, competitiveness to themselves. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is their competitiveness.
Given what happened last year, is there a sense of relief that you've gotten through this year? You're in the second round. No more talk of any of that stuff.
Not really. No. If we don't make it to at least Final Four, this is a wash. So for me, we just got to keep pressing on, keep not settling. You know, a second round exit doesn't help me either. I've never passed the first weekend, so it'd be nice just to get to Atlanta. You know, for now, and then we get to Atlanta, it'd be nice to get to San Antonio, and then getting to San Antonio would be nice to win the national championship. But we'll never really be satisfied until the season's over, and hopefully it's over on April 7th.
Janai will have his hands full with Colt Brenner, and Colt Brenner will have his hands full with Janai. There'll probably be some other times during the game where you may have to deal with that big guy. What do you need to do to kind of contain him?
Yeah, man, just being physical. I think the SEC's prepared us a lot for the physicality, but nothing really compares us for, you know, his height at all. He reminds me a lot of Walker Kessler, who I played with my sophomore year, so it'll be interesting to see. And the thing that's unique about him is his ability to drive. That's not something you see from a lot of 7-footers. He can drive the ball pretty well down the slot going right.
Going off of that, how important will rebounding be in this game?
Yeah, very important. You know, we don't let them their second chance points, and it's just something we have to do. Just be mindful of that. We don't give them. They're a great 3-point shooting team. They're a great team in general, so we don't want to give them extra chances to score on us.
At what point this year do you think it really said it should be Final Four or a wash plus?
It's a great question. That's a really good question, man. I can't lie. Obviously, Maui was kind of like the thing for us, but then, you know, going to Duke, losing by 6, we kind of knew how good we were. But I think when we were about our 10th or 9th game into the SEC, when we were winning a lot and we were number one for like the 3rd or 4th week, it kind of dawned on me like, hey, like we have to go far in the tournament or else. So like I said, I've never been past the first weekend. So for me, it's always been like this. No matter how good or bad we were, I want to go see a Final Four and play in it because I've never been able to. The 2019 team is still raved about 6 years later, and why not us be one of those teams that's raved about?
Several guys in here said you felt like you really lost your defensive edge yesterday. I'm sure you probably talked about the press conference out there, but what do you think happened, and
Yeah.
key to get that back?
I think we just got so good on offense. It was just like, man, we can outscore every team. And, if you look at all of our losses, we gave up probably over 80 points. Or teams scored over their average. We let Florida have, 90 points. We let Alabama have 90 points on the road against us at home. We let Duke probably beat us. There's just so many teams we just stopped guarding. But how we get back there is really just realizing that, hey, if we don't guard tomorrow, our season's over. Just that sense of urgency.
Yesterday in the press conference, you really talked about how you have the ability and you to really step up and be a vocal leader. Where do you think that comes from, and just ability to turn it on like that?
It just comes from. These are big games. We want to go home. This games we can't lose, and we don't have no other game to really fall back on. So just want to go home. So we got to do whatever it takes to win.
How's it feel in these big moments too that these guys can count on you to deliver in those biggest moments?
It feels good. They instill confidence in me, and we instill confidence in each other as a team. So as long as we keep playing like that, we'll keep advancing.
Some of the guys said they thought part of the issue yesterday was losing that defensive edge, maybe thinking that you can just outscore everybody. How do you sort of flip that switch back and buy defensively?
We got to change our energy. We got to change our just the whole energy itself. We got to come out, start better, start each half better. And that's something we got to do as a team. We got to lock into that. And I think if we do that, we can just run through the tournament.
What does pregame day look like for you?
Pregame?
The whole day.
Yeah, the whole day. Probably get some breakfast early, watch some film, come back in the room, meditate for a little bit, and get ready for the game. It's not too much. Just keep it simple.
So no superstitions?
Nah, no. I got to meditate after every game. Before every game. So, that would be the only one I would say.